Leah is here. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Marcy. Okay. To get everybody in. Maybe everybody's in who's supposed to be in. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. Okay. Wow. Where's Leah? Where is everybody? I don't see anybody. Where is everybody? Is everybody here? Yay! 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 Baruch Hashem. This is great. And is Marcy here too? Is Marcy here? Marcy, if you're here, let's see you. And there's a Leah here. Okay, I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Wow, wow, wow. So right now it's Shlomo's Yahrzeit. It's the real Yahrzeit. It's really, really, oh, there, I can't show my screen. Okay, okay, Leah, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Fantastic. Okay. And yeah, we were at the kever today. We went to Har Menuchot, and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people came. And yeah, since Shlomo left the world, the cemetery has not been the same. There are no people in the world that go to a Beit HaKfarot and dance and sing. Shlomo had this expression, Ad Lev HaShamayim, mamish, mamish. Oh, Zizi is here too. Okay, Zizi, that's great. Zizi, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Wow, wow, it's a little bit late at night here in Yerushalayim, already 10:30. And forgive me that I made it so late. It's just that until we left the kever, and then we had to stop somewhere else on the way, but we're home now, we're home. And I'm just so excited because all I want to do is just listen to Shlomo and transcribe. And I put together the most unbelievable Torahs. So I'm going to share them with you now. I'll share them with you. And so I'm doing this also in the memory of somebody that I loved very much, that I helped take care of for a little while, a year. Achana Rachel Bat Sarah Bela. May her neshama have an aliyah and go higher and higher and higher. And wow. And for Aiden Chaim Shalom Ben Alta Rivka, and I'm davening for the Ima Alta Rivka Bas Rivka Alta Brina Bas Rivka Bina, because wow, her kid is in a coma for a year or longer, I don't know. Wow. Today I met a really good friend, and I asked her how her daughter was feeling, and she said that she's had really big issues where she fell and mamash broke who knows bones. And I thank you, God, that I'm okay. Thank you, God. You know, we get upset about little tiny things, this and that, and crazy little things. And you realize just, wow, I'm all in one piece. I can run around and go places, do things, and just thanking God every second. Thanking God every second. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Okay, so the first Torah that I always like to give when I'm giving over Shlomo Torahs for the Yahrzeit is that We were all up in heaven together. We were all up in heaven together. And we're just re-meeting each other now. We're just re-meeting each other. And it's such a journey and such a, again, just thank you, God, for all the people that we meet on the way. And the things that we're sharing and the things that we're learning from each other. And Ruvain, where are you? You coming back? Okay. And yeah, so I'm just thanking God also every second that we all met each other before when we're re-meeting each other here. And, you know, it says that when Sarah Imeinu and Avram Avinu were davening so much for Yitzchak, they were opening up the gates for everybody that needed a kid. And Shlomo once gave over a long Torah, and he said they didn't just daven for a kid. They mamish daven for their Yitzchak. They mamish were davening for Yitzchak. And they opened up all the gates. They opened up all the gates. And when Yitzchak was lying on the Akeda, when he was mamish like, what's going on? I'm like, what's going on? Am I giving my life for God? Okay, I'll do it. But I'd rather live for God. I'd rather stay in this world. And, you know, he saw the vision of all the children that were to come from Avram and himself, and then Yaakov. He said, no, I want to stay in the world. I want to stay in the world. I want to stay in the world. There's so much to do. There's so much to do. Yeah, there's so much to do. Wow. So, okay. So we're all here. We're all celebrating. We all are sharing that we had met Shlomo and he gave us so much love. He gave us so much love for life. Wow. Okay. So there's another Torah. So you might have heard it before. I like to tell it every year. This is one of the most wild Torahs. I haven't seen it in the inside in a sefer yet, but I'm sure that one day we're going to find it on the inside. So Shlomo said that we all came to the world to do many, many special things, very, very special things. And there is Mata Esther. Unbelievable. Mata Esther. Yay. I am so honored. Wow. How fun. How absolutely fun. Thank you for joining us. So we're all here for special things, but the most special thing happens when it's like everything is coordinated. You have to do something special at a certain time with a certain person and at a certain place. Halavai, we should know what that's all about. My girlfriend, it happened to my girlfriend. She was walking in the middle of the night. She's a healer and she was taking care of someone and she had to meet somebody. I mean, she saw somebody across the street. Now, what if that's the person that you have to do your tikkun with? That's the reason why you came down to the world. And all of a sudden there's a red light and you can't cross the street. You don't want to get run over. What a crazy thing. Okay, you'll meet somebody else, but it had to be that person. So why did the light turn red? Whoa, and it happened that she did meet somebody. She met somebody at a certain place at a certain time. And so we don't know exactly when it's going to happen. Halavai, we should have a watch. We should have a watch that tells us exactly when it's going to happen, when it's going to be that person and that time and that place. And we don't have that watch. Can't find it anywhere. Not digital, not with hands. It's not wholesale, retail. We can't find that watch. It's like a special God watch. And it rings when you're in that special place, special time with the special person. And so I'm blessing you and me. I'm blessing you and me when that happens. Mamish, like we're really focused and we're really there and we really have vessels to receive everything that's coming down. And that's really what life is all about. It's just receiving everything that's coming down, every moment, and to know that somehow God is taking care of us. And we have to go through it, whatever it is, all the challenges, the nisyonot. And I'm blessing all of us with so much koach, with so much patience. Okay, so listen, wait, I have so many pages of so many cardboards. Mates, you better come home soon. More pizza cards. Okay, listen to this. This is really 1 second. I have to find the right one. Okay, here it is. I hope it's the right one. Okay. We are all crying for light. We're all crying for light. We need light in our lives. We don't want it to be dark. And so it says that sometimes there's one split second of light, one split second. And did we lose it then? Once we had it, what happened to it? How do we get it back? We had a taste. We had a taste for 1 second of like infinite light. This light is infinite. How do we hold on to it? How do we get that glimpse again? Where did it go? So it says, it's so easy, it's so simple. When you do something for somebody else, when you do a favor, when you do a chesed, when you do a mitzvah for somebody, but you've got this one tonight, there's like one condition. You have to do it with so much simcha. You have to do it with simcha, with a lot of simcha. And you also have to thank God that you had this opportunity to do it. And you're doing it with simcha. Yay. Someone can ask you to do a favor. And they say, hey, Emuna, can you please do this favor for me? And so I'll say to them, okay. And they said, just 5 minutes. Okay, that's my limit. Only 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, they want to ask me if I'll do it more. And I'll say, no, come on, ask somebody else. 5 minutes, I said 5 minutes, that's it. Oy vavoy. So that's doing a mitzvah. I'm sure you get points for the mitzvah. But if it's so finite, and you can only do it for 5 minutes and that's it, oy never. But then there's another scenario. Someone says to you, can I ask you to do me a favor? And you say to them, you can ask me to do anything and how long it takes, I don't mind. I'm on an infinite level. Whoa, you are bringing down so much infinite light to the world. When you have no limits, when you have no, like you're not measuring every second. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. And you are just infinite. Wow. I think the acid test when people love each other, meet each other, and love each other, and they want to know if, they're supposed to be together. It's if you can trust someone infinitely. If you can trust someone infinitely. That's what I tell my husband, that the first time I met him, I trusted him infinitely. That's all you need. I'm blessing everybody. So I'm gonna cry because we just married off a grandson. And that same night, a granddaughter got engaged. And so last night I was by the Richies. We had so much fun. We sang, and everyone told stories, and we shared, and the old chevra all came together. All us old folks, we came together the night before the Yahrzeit. And I was sitting and thinking about this this granddaughter that just got engaged, and she doesn't really know the chassid yet. They're chassidisha, they're mamish, the real chassidisha way of doing things. And then one of my bestest friends, Chana Schaefer, she was so wise. She was so wise. She said, Emuna, they've met before. They've met before. Their souls do know each other. They're just re-meeting now. And that's the Torah that I started out with, but I forgot it. I forgot it when I was thinking about, whoa, what's going on? Please, God, help us. But God is mamish there. God is mamish there. So I'm blessing all the grandchildren, the Hasidic ones, the not Hasidic ones, all of them, for all of us, not just mine, but for everyone, that they all our children, grandchildren, they meet mamish there as zivugim amiti. And if somebody, not talking about children, grandchildren, just all our friends here, the whole chevra, that if you need to meet your mamish, your zivug, it's never too late, never, ever too late. If my husband could marry me when he was 70, never too late, never too late. And wow. So I'm blessing me and you. I'm blessing all of us. I'm blessing all of us. Wow. And so that's what really connects all of us too, that we're sharing infinite light that we've had a glimpse of, and it's inside of us, and we're sharing it with other people. And okay, that's why we're all here together. We're all here together just to share these Torahs and all this love and all this chesed. Okay. It says also, wow, every morning when we wake up and after we say Moda'ani and we say Shema, so what we're doing is that we're saying that we believe in God, and we have to believe in each other. We have to believe in each other. And we have to believe in the world. We have to believe in the world that God didn't put us here just stop. God put us here and left us, or not such a good world. It's mamish, a beautiful world. I'll tell you, I walk with my husband. He says, look at the moon, look at the clouds, look at the sky. And we have to be conscious every moment. How beautiful the world that we live in. Whoa, we live in a beautiful world. We live in a beautiful world. And that's what we have to do. We have to fix ourselves so we can fix the world. And we have to ask God for help every minute. We can't just do it ourselves. We have to ask God for help. We ask each other for help too. We ask each other for love and patience. That's why we're all here together. Someone would say all the time, he'd say, Chevra, I don't know what I'm doing here right now, but I'm so glad that I'm with all of you. So we're all here together. We're all here together. So that I say this all the time too. Forgive me all the things I'm repeating, but I just want to put them all together right now. And is that when one person passes a test, like they're in a situation where they can freak out, and they don't freak out. They mamish don't. They hold themselves back. They could say lashon hara. They don't say the lashon hara. Whatever God is testing them with, and they're mamish, like really, they're passing the test. They're passing the test. So what we're really doing for each other is that we're helping each other pass all the tests. Because when I pass it, I'm giving the next person also koach to pass it. Maybe somebody who lives on the other side of the world, who knows where they are. But whoever has to go through the same doors, has to go through the same tests, are getting challenged with the same things. So we're helping each other. We're helping each other. We're helping each other. Wow. Yeah, we're opening up gates for each other all the time. We're opening up gates for each other. And Avram Avinu, he's coming to the land. He has a brit milah, comes into the covenant with God. He's having a revelation with God. But what's the most important thing? Mamash, he needs guests. He wants to run out, but it's so hot. He doesn't care if it's hot. God made it hot so that people would leave Avram Avinu alone when he's healing after a brit milah. He doesn't care. His mama's waiting for guests to come. He's waiting for guests to come. And so I always tell this to everybody too. So when you have a guest that's coming, but you didn't really tell them what time to come, and you don't know, you don't want them to feel bad that they have to rush, but everything, mamish also, sometimes we finish the meal and we're ready to put all the food away. I'm sure I've said it a million times. You put the food away, and then the person comes to the door. And you could say, oh, no, I just put all the food away. Or you could say, thank you for coming. I might have put the food away, but now I get an extra mitzvah. I'm taking it out. It's really good. And come sit down and eat. So it's all our attitude, all the way we mamish make people welcome in our homes and in our hearts. And wow. So we're making a bar mitzvah tomorrow. We're making a bar mitzvah. And it's at 9:30 by Neve Shalom, this little shul on the corner of Mishkanot and Reb Ayin Levine. Leah, I'm giving a Zoom. Are you on my Zoom? You want to come to my Zoom, but you're on the Moshe. Eliakim? Oh, okay. I guess he didn't come yet. He's with Rachel, Brian. He's with Chana Rachel. Yeah. He's doing that retreat with her. And you can go get, you know where it is? Can you go get the books? Oh, no. Oh, I don't know, but I gotta keep teaching. I bless you. You get the books. I bless you. You get the books. I love you. Okay. That was Leah Sand calling from the Moshe. They're looking for my Kol Chevers. It came out in time. Another miracle. Every single thing that we do, we have to pray for so many things. I have to pray that I have powers to give over. I have to pray that people show up. I have to pray that the computer works. I have to pray that I remember technically how to put it all together. We have to pray for every little thing. Whoa. It says that Eretz Israel is God's favorite place, God's favorite land. And he gave it to us. And so I'm blessing whoever's not here. Someone would always say, whoever's not yet in the Holy Land, you're on the way. And so Yerushalayim is the center of the whole world. It's the headquarters for prayer. And we really have to pray for every single thing. We have to pray for healing us. So just my first cousin also is a person at risk, and he got covered, and he was in the hospital, and God willing, it was very serious, but I think he's going to come out soon. Yaakov Yecheskel ben Peril, Refuah Shlema, quick, please, even come out for Shabbos. Okay, Bezrat Hashem. There's so many people we have to pray for, so many things we have to pray for. Wow, and so this is the month of fragrance. The rains will be coming and cleaning the whole air. And special month. Cheshvan is a special month. We rededicate the base of Mikdash and Cheshvan. And it's Shlomo's Yahrzeit right this very second. Sometimes you pray for something and it is so deep in your heart. It's mamish like your whole life depends on it. Your whole life depends on it. And so I've seen God answer prayers. I've seen God answer prayers. For 18 years, I tell this to everybody, for 18 years, I prayed for a second set of twins. Shlomo did think I was crazy. He thought I was a little bit nuts. Probably didn't know anybody that had so many kids. Now there's people with more kids than me. Anyway, but I prayed for those. I prayed for that second set of twins, and God answered me. God answered me. So I know that God answers prayers, even if it took 18 years. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing. So, yeah. So the first prayer that Avram prayed, and Noah didn't know. Noah didn't know that he could pray for people to do tshuva, that they could do tshuva. The world didn't have to be destroyed if people did tshuva. And he was mamish. He didn't know. He just didn't know. But Avram Avinu hears that God hears prayers. Yitzchak is coming. They tell him that he's going to have a baby at 100 years old. How crazy. He laughs. And Sarah, she's laughing too. They're both laughing. So I have to tell you that then he knew that he could pray for stone. They said they're going to destroy stone. But if God hears prayers and God answers prayers, so he's going to pray for stone too. And he had Ruach HaKodesh, that he knew Lot is there. And Lot, mamish, from Lot comes our Holy Mother Ruth, and from Ruth comes mamish Mashiach. And so the very first prayer in the Torah is mamish, a prayer that mamish is bringing Mashiach, Okay, so how do we do it? How do we bring Mashiach? So just if we tell each other all the time good words, mamish good words. If we tell people mamish like, wow, so many times you want to tell people where you're off, what you did wrong. Forgive me, just maybe somebody's coming for Shabbos with Leah. What, Leah? Oy vavoy, oy, okay. Yeah, I'll do it soon. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, I love you. Oh man. Okay, everybody, wait just 1 second. Wait 1 second. We're supposed to tell Eliakim. Oh my goodness, in the middle of everything, 1/2 a second. Okay, 1 second. It'll take just 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Oh, these are beautiful, beautiful Torahs. It says, between heaven and earth, the mind and the heart meet. There's one spot. There's one nikuda, one little spot where the mind and heart are meeting. One point where heaven and earth are kissing. Very, very beautiful. Okay. We don't know where Eliakim is. Okay. So sorry. We don't know where he is. Okay. So when two people meet also, there's this one point of their meeting, listening and hearing each other. The secret of connecting. Shlomo was always talking about secrets. How do you know if you love somebody? If you can really connect and share your secrets. If you can share your secret. I wasn't even looking who was here, but Barbara's here. Barbara, you are here. Barbara's here. And Reb Nassim is here. This is the most exciting night of my life, let me tell you. All my bestest friends in the whole world. All my bestest friends. Okay, so I'm going to tell you some other Torahs. Okay, 1 second. Wow. Okay, so this has to do with Yitzchak. I'm going to try to connect it all like Shlomo. that when Chavali eats from the Eitz Hadas, and then she eats the fruit, and she realizes, oh, Gewalt, I made the biggest mistake, I'm gonna die. Because if she hadn't eaten from the Eitz Hadas, maybe they would have lived forever in Gan Eden. And she felt it, her soul knew, oh, she's not here forever. She's not here forever. So she goes to Adam and she says to him, will you eat also? I don't want to die alone. I don't want to die alone. So he does. He eats it too. He doesn't want her to die alone. But on another level, when we love each other so much, we say, we want you to live. And I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm going to give you so much kayach so you can live. So I'm blessing all of us. We should be the top holiest friends for each other all the time, all the time. And someone said it's like the foundation of the world. This is the foundation of the world. And he brings in this Rebbe Nachman Torah, Tamimus and Peshitas. So Tamimus is wholeness, completeness. And Peshitas is it's simplicity, simplicity. It's simple. And he says holy is one thing, but wholeness is much, much deeper. Wholeness is much deeper. Because whatever you do, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're saying, whatever you're doing, you want to do it so completely. You want to do it so completely. You want to do it with your whole being, your whole entire being. Shlomo would always say, say you only have $1, only a few shekels here in Israel, and you give somebody tzedakah. But you want to do it with so much simcha and give the person mamash kaya. So you say to them, listen, if I had $1 million, I'd share it with you. And me and Reuven go down to the hotel almost every single day. And there's certain people that are mamash right there every day. There's a Russian Yidelo who's got 10 grandchildren, and mama, she sits and plays music and collects shkalim for all his 10 grandchildren. And his wife is a few more steps down, Riftala, she's there also. And then there's an Ephraim the chassid, he sits a few more stairs down. And he was so cute. He says, I need a few thousand for a house. And so we said, just like Shlomo would, oh, if we had it, we'd share it with you. We'd share it with you. But it's just when everything that we do, if we do it so completely and with so much simcha and with so much love, we can mamash bring Mashiach much closer. Mama, she's going to come much quicker, much, much quicker, much quicker. The Shlomo says also, when you're hungry, you want to eat. If you're really, really hungry, you want to eat. But when your soul is hungry, see, Barbara, I'm not going to yell. I'm going to tell you very quietly. When your soul is hungry, Hashem is giving you exactly the mitzvah right in front of you, right under your nose, that will mamish exactly for your neshama. Mamish like a special whatever it is for your neshama. When your neshama is hungry, God gives it to you. God gives you something to do, to say, whatever it is. And it's going to fix our neshamas exactly what fixes our neshamas God is going to give to us. Wow, but sometimes he gives it to us right under our nose and we don't catch it, we don't see it, we don't smell it. And we miss out. So I'm blessing us also that we have vessels for that wholeness and completeness. So when God gives you something to do that's gonna fix you, you're gonna focus and you're gonna have it and you're gonna know that this is mamish for you. You're gonna know that it's mamish for you. You're gonna know it's for you. Wow. And Shlomo talks all the time about covet, giving covet to each other, giving covet to each other. He would always say, if I was the prime minister, I wouldn't let husbands and wives yell at each other. I wouldn't let parents yell at children. I wouldn't let children yell at parents either. He said, covet is the roots of everything, giving covet. That's why he said we have to give covet to children, because we have to teach them what covet is all about. We have to teach them what covet is all about. So at this very moment, I just want to give all my kids lots of kaya, that they should give covet to their children. And every home should be, mama should have shalom bayis between the parents, between the children. I am blessing us, I'm blessing us, I'm blessing us, I'm blessing us. So there's the roots of the world, there's the roots of every country, there's the roots of every city, there's the roots of every animal in the world. And you know, when you go traveling and you go other places, the roots are different everywhere. The roots are different everywhere. But I'm blessing all of you. I'm blessing all of you. And I don't know if Meta is here. Every Yahrzeit Meta comes, but I don't see Meta here. But okay. Oh, there is Hannah. Hannah, you were here, and I didn't. And I told you Torah, and I didn't even know you were here. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. And Toby's here, all the way from Vermont. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to keep going. You guys have kayak. You have kayak. We'll keep going a little bit more. Okay. Wow. 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 Yeah, so God was telling us that when we came into the Holy Land, we had to clean all the air. We had to clean all the atmosphere, all the tumah. We had to clean all the tumah. And lots of times before you daven, there's a special thing to do. Rabbi Nachman says, to be clapping, and to get rid of any crazy tumadik thoughts. And also when you're clapping and you close your eyes, you can come to the Holy Land. You could even come to the Holy City. You could come to the Holy City. Yeah. So I'm blessing all of us that we can really pray, and we can clean the air around us, and we can clean everything inside of ourselves also. Wow, to be able to have vessels that could receive all the infinite light that we talked about at the beginning. It's not so simple, not so simple. Not so simple. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, but I have to find a good story to tell you guys. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Shlomo also says this too. I was starting to say before that when we are, wow, we want to help fix somebody else's soul. It's enough just to fix our souls, but if we want to fix anybody else's soul, well, Anna's all the way here, also from New York, and Franny's here too. Franny, thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you. This is a special night. Yay, yay! And you've got a little kid there too. Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. You know, and I just wanted to share this with Anna and everybody. When I came to New York, Anna couldn't understand why I wasn't traveling here and there and teaching everywhere. And it just didn't happen. We couldn't get it together. And it was because my father was in this, a rehab place. And it was unbelievable, such miracles. He mamish had he had come back from the other side. He had been in mamish in emergency ICU. Mamish we didn't know if he was gonna live or die. Right that, and he mamish lived. He lived, and I went straight to this rehab place in New Rochelle, and he was like, it was like mamish coming, really. He was so dark. The day I got to the hospital, straight from the airport, my brother and I were running around. Where's Zadie? Where's Zadie? We couldn't find him. He was sitting right in front of us. But it was like he was in such a dark place. We couldn't find him. And it just took mamish. I stayed with him. And it just the next day already, mamish, the light was coming back. And he had so much koach. He mamish said, he mamish like learned how to walk again and it did everything. Mamish, he was walking to the dining room, and it was just, I said, Daddy, what kind of food do you want? It was all kinds of kosher food. And he said, no, I want to just go home. I want to just go home and eat Rose's food. He had a companion, Rose, and he wanted to just go home and eat Rose's food. And they mamish went home. He went home. And so this is from my Abba, Elias Neshama. When I was little, when I was 14, 15 years old, my father was taking me to Shlomo. We lived in Queens. He didn't want me to go on the subways late at night. My father would drive me and my friend Roberta, Batsheva, Fredel, Bas Rachel. Mama, she would drive us to Shlomo all the time. He even drove us to Shlomo's wedding. And Shlomo's Yahrzeit right now. I'll tell you one time, I always tell this story. My Yachel is now 45 with a married son and marrying off another daughter. And when he was a little boy, he came home one day from Cheder and he said, I'm not going to Cheder anymore. So what happened? He said the boys were fighting and he's not going back. He's on strike. And I remember that we were going to the Moshav for Shabbos. We had been living on the Moshav and then we moved to Yerushalayim, but we were going back for Shabbos because Shlomo was there and he was making malava malka motzei Shabbos. And I said to Shlomo, I said, what do I do? Yachad doesn't want to go back to Cheder. And Shlomo closed his eyes and he shook his head and he said, it was like he went up to heaven and had a discussion with the angels. It comes down and he said, don't worry. And it was the craziest story. Sunday morning, early in the morning, the teacher called up and said that the other boys couldn't come back to school until they all did tshuva and were good boys, and Yachad should come. So Yachad went back to Cheder, and all the little boys did tshuva, and they all became friends again. And it was just like one thing that happened so long ago, but like sometimes something happens and you put it inside of your soul and it makes an impression. It's like it's there forever and ever and ever. And so sometimes that when you ask a holy person something, they go up to heaven and they somehow do tikkunim and fix it all. So I'm blessing all of us that we have holy people in our lives and that we have people to go to. And for eitzah, sometimes you just need an eitzah. And that you have holy friends. Shlomo would always he always made fun of all the therapists and psychiatrists, but he wasn't really making fun of them because he said, listen, my chevra, half the chevra are the therapists and the psychiatrists, and the other half are all the clients and the patients. But he said, but we don't know who's who. He would make jokes all the time. So I just want to tell you that Sarah Hertzberg, Zichrono Livracha, was a very, very close friend of mine. And before she left the world, she said, Emuna, I am giving you David. This was her husband who had died. He died like 19 years ago. She said, I am giving you his transcription his manuscript for Reb Shlomo's joke book. David was always making everybody laugh. Anna, did you remember David? I don't know if you remember David, but okay. And so he made everyone in the world laugh. And he had written all these jokes, and then he wrote a first section, Shlomo's jokes, and then a second section, his jokes, and then a third section, his Rebbe's jokes. But his Rebbe's jokes were like during the Shoah, so it was very intense. But he put this whole book together, and Sarah gives it to me, Zichrona Livracha, and I made that promise. I said, Sarah, don't worry, I'll get it published. I know how to publish books real quick. And so, and then when Sarah left the world, I said, okay, I better do that book. And so I thought I'd do it with a Kol Chevra. So it came out so heavy because first it's David's book, and then everybody wrote stories, and it's dedicated also to the people that died in Meron on Lag BaOmer, and for David and for Sarah and a million other people, and Leah's Neshama for everyone. So we put it on Amazon. Because it's too heavy to mail. But I'll tell you, you get a discounted copy if you come to the Holy Land. So you better come quick. Okay, so they're here in the Holy Land, and they're on Amazon, and you can find it there's a special link. If anybody wants that link, I'll send it to you. And it's also, if you just check in Kol Chevra, someone spelled it wrong, so they do it Kolhevra without, anyway, you'll find it. It's also under my name, Emuna Witt. And so you'll find the new Kol Chevra on Amazon. And what other stories do I want to tell you from Shlomo? Wow. So I want to just bless all of us. I want to bless all of us. That sometimes you feel like the world is just falling apart, and you don't know what to do. One of my kids called me up, and I said, you've got to just laugh. You just have to laugh. I just put out a Kol Chevra with a whole joke book. So got to learn something from everything. I said, you have to laugh. You have to laugh. You have to make your wife laugh. Your wife has to make you laugh. You have to. So that's one way to heal the world. If we mamish, in every situation, take deep breaths, and know that there's another side to it. It says always that we plan everything. We plan, and God is laughing. I was wondering, how will my husband go to the kever from 3 o'clock until 7 o'clock? It's so many hours. So God laughed, and we were caught in a traffic jam for an hour and a half. And we got there just when everybody was already singing. So I didn't have to worry, because first we were in a jam, and then we finally got there. We were so happy just to get there. And we never really know exactly what's going to be. We don't know. So we just really have to have a lot of faith. We have to have so much faith that everything is going to come together. Everything is going to come together. And I was inviting, when Leah called me again, I was inviting everybody to a bar mitzvah on Shabbos morning at 9:30 to a Yeshivat Shlomo's bar mitzvah, because he was dafka born on Shlomo's Yahrzeit. He was born Mamish Tet Zayin, and he's going to be called up to the Torah, the Shabbos. And whoever has children, you should just have so much nachas and so much simcha. And blessing anybody who needs children, that God makes miracles and sends the children down. Bezrat Hashem. I tell this story also that, Shlomo was in Bobov with his twin brother Eli Chaim, and they met the Bobov Rebbe. And there was this wedding. There was a wedding with thousands and thousands of people. And so how could the Rebbe really bless everybody? There was too many people. But the Rebbe did it. He told everybody just two words, chen v'chesed. Chen is like, it's like charm, sweetness. You can't even explain exactly what chen is. And chesed is just loving kindness, just being good to each other, just being good to each other, just being good to each other. So yeah, I'm blessing all of us. I'm blessing all of us. You know, so many times we get like emails and WhatsApps and texts and like, please help do this and please help do that. And we think, oh, we can't do everything. But you know, if we just take one mitzvah at a time, and whatever God is sending us, we do it again, b'simcha, 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 with wholeness and with simplicity and with so much love, So I think that it's time. Well, I'll just tell you one more little thing. Shlomo says that sometimes you don't know where to be or where to go or what to do. So after the kever, we went to a concert, but all of a sudden I said, "Oh my! I need to get home. I can't even. Mom's got to get home." And then I remember, our next door neighbor called us up and he says, "Where are you? I have food for the dog." And I said, "Oh my God, we left the dog all day. We better go home and take care of our little Maxie." We have a little dog, Maxie. So sometimes I'm blessing all of us that we listen to the insides and we know exactly which mitzvah to do and where to be. And sometimes it's not so hard. Should I be here? Should I be there? Should I do this for the husband or this for the kid or this for the dog? You know, sometimes we don't know what to do first. So we have to know our priorities all the time. Bezrat Hashem. And wow. So Shlomo says, if somebody calls you up at 4 a.m. and they say, "Emuna, come right now, we're having a party." And I said, "No, I want to sleep a little more. Please let me just sleep a little bit more." They said, no, we cannot have this party without you. "Oh, you can't have the party without, okay, I guess they really need me. Okay, I'm getting up and I'm going to that party." So I'm blessing us also that when you want someone there, you let them know how much you need them and want them there. And I kept starting to say this one last Torah, that instead of trying to fix everybody else, everything else that everybody else does wrong, if we just concentrate on what we need to fix. And when you see somebody else, instead of telling them all the things they do wrong, find all the good things that they're doing. Just tell them all the good things that they're doing. Because what are we in the world for? To make people feel worse? Never mind. People feel worse on their own. You don't have to make them feel worse. Tell our husbands how good they are. Tell our children all the time. Tell our parents. Tell our neighbors. Tell all our friends how much we love them, how much we need them. And just give each other koyach, because life isn't so easy. It's not so easy. And so I'm blessing all of us that we give each other so much koyach. When we would meet Shlomo, he gave us so much. He believed in us. He really, really believed in us. And so since I see you, Anna, first, you're not used to this, but I make everybody say one thing. So if you want to just share something, if you unmute yourself and please share something with us, please.
It brings me so much joy to see your face and to hear you teaching. Even though you're many thousands miles away, it's like we're together, and it's such a blessing to hear your teaching on Shlomo's Yahrzeit.
Wow. It's like the dream of my life every year. And so today, when they said that they weren't going to do anything, I said, what? No class? No giving over the Torahs? What am I going to do? How am I going to go through the year? So I said, no, I got to Zoom it. I got to Zoom it. I got to Zoom it. So thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And who else is here? Who else is here? Barbara. Barbara, will you say something, please? Please. So you know how to unmute yourself?
Yeah. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
good.
So first of all, I'm laughing. I was laughing my head off when you said, "Oh, Barbara's here," and then you said you're not gonna talk too loud or something. It was hysterical. It was so. Anyway, I loved every second. I was writing notes furiously. Everything you said was so fabulous, and I wish I could do a fraction of whatever it is we need to do, or even a fraction of a fraction. And you should keep having goodness and strength and health and peace and
Amen.
purity and good friends and good husband and good everybody. Everybody should be super, super, super healthy.
Amen.
So much for doing this. Thank you so much. It's like you're channeling Shlomo like straight out of heaven.
You're so sweet, Barbara. Thank you.
Him from the past, from when I remember him, and from Israel when I remember you. And I just want to, first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody. I haven't seen Judy Bratz for ages and ages. Judy, hi. How are you?
I'm so happy to see you, Barbara.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice it was you until about 5 minutes ago. Anyways, I'm so happy to see you. You should be blessed and healthy and strong and have your children's children. See me and Toby and Hannah and Nussin and Anna. And Anna, you have your children almost. It's so great to see you with your children. And what did I want to say? I want to say something else. Just Emuna, you should have forever energy and strength and peace and happiness and harmony and synchronicity. I mean, I'd have to tell you a quick thing. When I was supposed to have an exterminator come in because I had some mice and I never had mice. And there was 2 mice I kept seeing here and there. And the exterminator was supposed to come right when you were starting the Yahrzeit. That's when it took me like a whole day to try to empty out the shelves and the cabinets. It took me forever. I was exhausted. I was going to call them up and say, don't come. And they called me and they said, the exterminator doesn't feel well. He's going to send you a new exterminator tomorrow. And he called me like 5 minutes before you started. So always be like running the stories and running the world like it happened today. Really?
And I bless you that you get rid of the mice. I guess maybe you need a cat, but you love cats.
I know, but I'm allergic to cats.
Oh no.
And the mice should find someplace else to play.
Someplace else. Thank you. Good Shabbos, good Yahrzeit. Fantastic. Thank you. Who else is right there? Judy, I didn't know you were here the whole time. Judy.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I just came back from the concert maybe 10 minutes ago. And I want to tell you that Shlomo told everyone where all the learnings used to be, like 2 blocks away from where we all were. And he was hoping that you'll come back, but I knew that you had to go home and do this.
Zoom.
But yeah. But it was really a fabulous concert. Wow, and everybody got up and danced.
Oh, good.
It was wonderful.
Baruch Hashem. Baruch Hashem.
Yeah. Even Avshalom was also singing, and they showed, I had no idea, but he was on that film that Shlomo had made, like outside of the old city, with that stone arch. So Avshalom is on that film playing the organ. And he came. Shlomo invited him up to the stage to sing that song they were singing. It was really beautiful.
Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh,
I'm
Judy,
so
you're
glad
the best.
you won.
Judy, you should have so much core. You're going stronger and stronger and stronger. Best
Amen. Amen. And I bless everyone to please, please, please come as soon as you can to
Amen.
Eretz. Mamash, your neshama is needing you here.
Wow,
Everyone.
beautiful. Thank you.
Mamash, I want to dance with everyone here.
Amen, 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 amen.
Good Shabbos, good Shabbos, good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, good Shabbos. Shabbos. Thank you, Reb Nassim. Reb Nassim, please say something too, please, please.
Thank you so much for being our friend. Your friendship is so precious to us. You're
Thank you.
precious to the world.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And wait, Mata Esther, are you still there, Mata Esther?
Yeah, like I
Oh,
miss
good.
your ramblings. I miss the fact that you ramble and you just are like a train of, you're a train of thought. It's so, I miss you and I miss everything. You know, all your stories just go from one to the next, to the back to the family, back to the story. Anyway, it's Emuna's teaching. Yay.
Thank you. We miss you too. You're coming
Yeah, I'll
soon.
be home
You're
soon.
coming-
Bezrat Hashem soon.
You look great.
Yeah.
You look great.
I feel good. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh, Hashem, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Oh, who else is here? Who else is here? Is Hanala still here too? Where's Hanala?
She's muted.
You know how to unmute? Ah.
In the meantime, I just want to say hi, Franny.
Franny, great.
Hi, so nice to see you.
Yeah, wonderful to see you and your little one.
Thank you. And the other one's hiding. Baruch Hashem. Thank you.
So Emuna, I want to bless you that every year you organize this a little bit. And when you come on and teach, that people see the magnificence of who you've been and who you are and who you will be. That they can see the past and the present and also the future of who you are. Because it's so special.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem.
Lisa, Zizi, I'm just going to call you right now.
I want to say something very short, okay? First of all, I really appreciate what you're talking about Shlomo and your memories, but I want to say one thing about Shlomo. Shlomo remembered everybody.
Did I just have it? Come in. No. Yeah, you go on, Zizi.
I really appreciate that you remember Shlomo and about him. I want to say about Shlomo. Shlomo remembered everybody. He see a person, he remembered them. Like I didn't see him for 10 years. I didn't even know him hardly. And he remembered me. He said, "You're Zizi from Oregon." He remembered many years later. He didn't, we remember Shlomo, but he also remembered us. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you.
Isn't that true, Emuna? He remembered you. He remembered who you are.
Wow.
That's what made us so attached to him, because he knew you.
Wow, beautiful.
Every single person.
I have a book here. Yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, so wait, they're down there. Okay, wait, who else is here? Leah, do you want to say something too, Leah?
There's so many Leahs. Are you talking about the Leah from Toronto?
I'm talking about you. Thank you for coming.
Hi. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. And everyone should go and sit in Emuna's, I call it the magic chair, because if you have ever had any challenge that you need to overcome, just sit in her chair and it'll be gone before you can say poof.
You're so cute, Leah. You're so cute. Yeah, I miss you. You would come Friday nights and we had such a good time. We'd laugh so much. Thank you for coming now. Thank
you.
Wow, wow. And Alona, you're there too. Alona?
Yes. And Yosef.
And Yosef. Great, great.
And Toby.
Uh,
Hi, everybody. It's so wonderful to be together. I feel like I'm in Yerushalayim, and every single day I go out on my back porch and I clap my hands like this, and I say, I'm in Yerushalayim with Emuna and all the chevra, and I just really feel like I am. And you say that a lot, so I was just with my mother in the hospital, and Baruch Hashem, she got out and she's well. And I just want to say that a lot of time Nassan Schaefer says, the best thing Reb Shlomo gave us was each other.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just feel like that is the biggest blessing of my life, besides my husband and my children and my family. The best thing is I have this extended family with all of you. I feel like you're all my best friends. And
Amen.
I just love coming to your shiurim every week, every chance I get, because you just lift us all up, and we just give chizuk, and wherever we are from all over the world, we just give each other chizuk and light each other up. So thank you so much, Emuna. You should just go from strength to strength, you and Reuven and all your children and grandchildren, great grandchildren. We should all lift each other up every chance we get. Everything we do.
Thank you.
Yahrzeit.
You're shining, Reuven. He's so cute. He said, so shining. And Roberta's here also. Roberta, did you just, oh no, she was here for 1 second, that Roberta. Okay. I've known Roberta since we were little kids, and my father's there. You're there. Say hello to all of us.
Back. Wonderful to see you and to see everyone. And I just came from the rehab doctor that said, I'm really coming along. I'm coming along good. So very soon we are all going to be dancing up the steps of the rebuilt Beit HaMikdash. All of us together. That means I'm going to be dancing and I'm going to be able to go up steps. It's very big to do that. And we're all going to be together doing this. So we don't even have to think about it, because they said is now that we know that this was your goal and this is your aim, what you want to do, we're going to give you double the amount of appointments so that you can get better even faster, and you can go and achieve whatever it is you want to with all your friends. So may we all be blessed together. Remember, rebuild Beit HaMikdash right in your neighborhood. We're all coming. We're all coming.
Amen. And we love you so
Reb
much.
Shlomo is going to be waiting for us. He's going to say, Chevra, I couldn't have done it without all of you. We're all here together. What a great bracha that is. And we are so blessed. We are so blessed. May Hashem continue to bless all of us and the whole planet. We're all coming. We're all coming. The whole planet.
Amen.
Emuna, so great to see you.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Baruch Hashem. A good Shabbos. Wow. Wait, and Stephanie, you're still here.
Hi, so Reb Shlomo's neshama should have a big aliyah, and his family, his daughters and Neila and his grandchildren, they should just continue to, just carry on his good work and add to it. And I was just curious about, like, when Shlomo with the House of Love and Prayer, like, what did he tell these holy hippolas when they were dancing around, to the Grateful Dead in Golden Gate Park? What did he tell these lost Jewish souls? What was it?
I was never in the House Love and Prayer in California, but I was in the House Love and Prayer here in Yerushalayim. And Shlomo would he would teach the highest and the deepest Torahs to people that mamash didn't know anything, but he said their souls were ready for everything. So yeah, he just taught us the deepest things. And now I'm transcribing them. And whoa, I can't believe that Shlomo was teaching all of this the whole time, from the beginning,
Emuna,
the deepest thing.
I remember a story from the House of Love and Prayer. Can I tell it real quick?
Yeah. Please.
So he didn't have a mechitza, and because he wanted everybody to feel comfortable. So one day, this very frum, very frum guy came in a suit on Shabbos, and he stood in the doorway, and he started yelling at Shlomo, "How can you call yourself a shul? Look what you're doing here. People are wearing no shoes. They're walking and not even separated from the men and the women. You don't have a mechitza. How can you do such? It's like this. It's like an outrage, right?"
Yeah.
Shlomo looked at this guy. He was at the very far end of the shul, and Shlomo said, "My dear brother, come in. Why are you standing so far away? Come in. It's so far away." And then he said, when you go to the hospital, if somebody has an emergency in the hospital, let's say they're having a heart emergency, you have to take care of their heart immediately. But let's say the doctor's not really paying close attention and he sees their toenails are really dirty. Is he going to stop and fix their toenails and straighten out their toenails, or is he going to fix their heart first? So he says, these people are having an emergency. They're having a heart attack. We have to nourish their hearts. We can't play with their toenails. So this guy, this very super straight guy, became Shlomo's biggest advocate. And I think
it's beautiful.
Yeah, and one day I think somebody called the police because they were making so much singing noise or whatever. And this guy came out and he defended Shlomo against the cops.
Thank you. I have to end now, but thank you all for joining us. And I got answered all my prayers that I was able to give over Torah. You came and we even recorded it. Okay, now I have to figure out how to send the recording. Bezrat Hashem. And a good Yontif, a good Yahrzeit, a good Shabbos, and a good Bar Mitzvah. Everything good. Okay, Bezrat Hashem.
Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
Thank you. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Good Yahrzeit. Good Shabbos.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mazel tov.
Shabbos.